8:43 a.m. I woke up decently early today. You know, my life has been kinda, I wouldn't say aimless, but not much to do throughout my days. Money just kinda pops up in thin air and I don't really have to do much, but I guess that's why I'm doing these daily YouTube vlogs. For one, for me to do something fulfilling, but also number two, to show you behind the scenes of what it's like to make 100K a month online without really having to do anything. So with that being said, let's get the day started. Let's go. I've been seeing all my content creator friends use this mock tripod for their phone. I never use it because my current phone case has a wallet and the wallet blocks the MagSafe or the magnetic mount in the back. But I realized that the Moft tripod has a wallet on it. I could technically just get my own MagSafe case and then get the Moft tripod. So let's see how this works. So I've been using this case for like the past, I don't know, year or two. It's been a good time, but time for a change. Let's spray this shit. Should be good. Phone's not as dusty anymore. Put it in the case. So, not an awful looking clear case. Looks kind of tacky, not gonna lie. All right, so I think it's like this, and boom. Now I can put my phone like that. Oh, actually that's kind of lit. So yeah, now I can just pretty much place my iPhone like this and create content. Or if I want to put it in my pocket, boom. So it's kind of like a tripod right there. And then I think it fits 2 cards as well. So not much yapping so far in this vlog. I think it's mostly due to the fact I didn't really sleep that much last night. I usually just sleep when I'm tired and wake up when I feel like, and it just so happens that I got tired around past midnight and I woke up at like 7 a.m. naturally. So I still got like 7 hours of sleep. I'm so tired as hell. Sleep is actually the most important thing in my whole business because my entire business relies on my ideas and my creativity to keep going viral, keep growing my brand, and get people to come to us. And if I don't get enough sleep, like there's no ideas, no yapping done whatsoever. So like right now, I'm just tired as shit. I think it's just lesson learned. I gotta be more disciplined, trying to sleep way earlier. I got a meeting in 20-ish minutes. So maybe I'll cut some clips in there for you to have some exclusive access inside our meetings. Shout out Toby for closing 2 697s. Good job, dude. That is something like Russell Brunson teaches. It's like, I feel like we're not getting as many upgrades because people are happy with just mastery. All right, let's do this after we have all the shit set because we don't even have a backup option right now, officially.
Yeah, we're not bringing it up right now.
Yeah, personal good news, just feels good getting back into routine. My sleep schedule's been fucked the past like week or two, hanging out with family, but now that my family's gone, getting back into routine. Professional good news, I'm back to almost like my prime numbers on Instagram. We like 10x our traffic, went from like 500 to 1,000 registrants a week to like 8,000 to 9,000 registrants per week now, which is pretty fire. So maybe we could have like a current occupation question and then have choices like high school, college, work a job, unemployed. Just like another indicator of, are they like a kid or are they actually like an adult? 2 meetings down, 2 meetings to go. I'm so fucking tired, but hey, Judy calls my name, so let's keep going. All right, I got one last meeting for the day. Let's get it. Let's get it, David. Good to see you. Just trying to be consistent on both platforms. So easiest way to stay consistent is just document, don't create. I found like when I was trying to do more like how-to videos on YouTube, like how to start a marketing agency, or I don't know, how to grow on Instagram, like I would eventually like run out of ideas and I would like have to stop posting. The key to social media is just staying consistent, like showing up every day, and eventually you get one that pops off. So the only way for me to really do that is pretty much just vlog every day. And then if I do have fire ideas, then I'll just incorporate that like within the vlog.
Yeah, not a big gamer guy?
My parents only allowed me to play 2K growing up, bro. Only a basketball guy. I'll cook anybody in 2K, dude.
So it's cold like that?
Dude, I've been playing since I was 9.
Very easy.
Yeah, I stopped playing video games once the PS4 came out. So like 2012, I had 2K10 with the PS3, and I just never upgraded.
So what did you do to stay occupied, bro?
I was just playing basketball, watching YouTube videos, training at the gym, and also I was like grinding on school too. So I was like hella occupied with homework and shit.
Daily routine, what was it, like basketball?
Dude, it was literally just wake up at like 4:45, practice basketball with my dad at 5 a.m., get back home.
5 a.m.?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I was watching a lot of Kobe back in the day. I saw Kobe working out at 5. I'm like, I gotta work out at 5.
Got Pops was waking up at 5 a.m.
Yeah. He was waking up with me, rebounding me the ball.
That's good, bro.
I'll get home, shower, eat breakfast, and I'll like do some homework, get to school, and then I'll do like a little workout after school, like lifting, or when I was in middle school, just like push-ups and shit. Do some more homework, and then at nighttime, like probably like 7, 8 p.m., one last basketball training workout, and then eat dinner, go to sleep, and then do it all over again. So yeah, dude, that's where that work ethic muscle came in. I feel like it definitely would have been different if there was like TikTok and all the distractions now, but back then, bro, it was like pictures, Instagram, not even videos yet, and YouTube. But yeah, I bought like my first online course when I was 12. Bought this like basketball course on how to dribble. That's like my first exposure to the whole like internet, money online world. Yeah, surprisingly, my parents were like, you know what, fine. I was like, okay. I think it's because we were paying a real life basketball trainer back then.
Oh, okay.
And the basketball course was cheaper. So they're like, all right, fuck it, well, we'll get you the course instead. Like after I quit basketball, bought this fitness course, and I saw him on YouTube, so I was like, fuck it, I'll buy that. And then eventually in his Facebook group, there's this guy that was like, yo, if you want to get into business, follow this guy named Sam Ovens. And then he was the first guy that I watched on YouTube that got me into entrepreneurship. There's a whole fucking basketball to fitness entrepreneurship rabbit hole. It like all clicked. Cause like once I heard about like email marketing and shit and like funnels and VSLs, I was like, damn, my dumbass at 12 years old actually went through that funnel. I watched a YouTube video that like perfectly described, it was like a presentation with no face, just like a voiceover, all the problems of like why you're not performing in games and like why you're like not doing the crossovers and the behind the backs you're looking for. So like it kind of just clicked once I got older about learning about this industry. Like I actually like fell for it.
Yeah.
Growing up.
What happened though, bro? What made you quit basketball?
I just wasn't good enough, honestly. So I was good enough until my junior year of high school. Like my sophomore year, I was like the only kid in my grade to make varsity. All the other kids in my grade were JV freshmen. But you know, like people get older, people get taller, people get way more athletic, dunking and shit.
Your height was not the
And
issue, bro.
dude, I'm only 5'10". I just didn't get that much playing time. Obviously, if you don't do well senior year of high school, you're not making it to college. You know, my only in-person job ever, I got fired on day 1. I was like this computer science instructor at this coding camp for kids. And I was just on my phone all day. Like this was the time I started my first agency. And I was like on my phone all day working on my agency instead of looking at the kids.
Crazy.
And then my manager just brought me to the side. He was like, yo, you're fucking fired. This is like not it for you, bro. And keep in mind, I was so broke as shit at the time. It's not like I had anything going for me.
That's what I'm thinking about, bro.
So like this is like my only opportunity to really make some money that summer.
Smell line.
Bro, get off your phone. It's time for your haircut.
Bro, get off your phone. It's time for your haircut.
Dude, I've been typing messages for the past hour before this cut, and I already made, wow, dude, just cut me. Anyways, just comment below the word cut, and I'll send it to you for free.
Bro, that was slick. That was slick, you ain't gonna lie.
If it blows up, I'll tag you.
Yo, what the fuck?
Everyone's gonna be commenting that shit on your
You cut Renzo! You fired that guy.
Oh, you cut the guy that doesn't sell a course. Just wrapped up the haircut. Chat, let me know what you're thinking. Pretty fresh. Jay, where can they find you if they're in Chicago looking for a haircut? Boy is not self-promoting. That's how you know he's good. He's fully booked, so he doesn't have to know his Instagram name to promote.
J_fades01.
Sweet. We'll put the handle somewhere here. But appreciate you, Jay. Cut is fresh as hell.
My boy.
Man, What a day. Honestly, not a whole lot that moved the ball forward today. I mean, just a bunch of meetings. So something that's top of mind right now is how can I eliminate as much mental masturbation as possible? Because like right now, I feel like my Monday through Wednesday is just filled with meetings, and some of those meetings don't even do anything to grow the business forward. So I gotta really look at like how can I eliminate stuff and how can I free up more time to be more creative and think of better ideas to keep growing my business to the next level. Because that's really all it comes down to, is coming up with the right creativity that creates massive opportunities. So that could be a viral video that takes off and gets me millions of leads. That could be the next great offer that we put out and make. That could be our next marketing angle that gets people to buy. That could be our next person we think to hire. So I'm a little bogged down by the amount of meetings I took today. So definitely some things have to change. But for now, I guess you just had to stay tuned for the journey, because these vlogs aren't stopping anytime soon. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, like, comment below your biggest takeaways down below. And other than that, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.